MX Management Center live view functionality. So now what we're going to talk about here, we're in our main camera grid, and I'm going to show you how to navigate to particular cameras within the tree over here. So if you ever find that the menu is collapsed, anywhere you see these hash marks, you can simply click on them to expand that menu, or click and drag to the desired size, whatever you want. And so when I hover the mouse over these camera groups, we have various icons that pop up, and they each do something different. But what we're going to focus on first are the individual camera controls and going to a single camera view. So anywhere you see a camera group with an arrow to the left of it, we can click on that arrow and expand that menu, and now you see the list populate with all of the cameras that are in that specific group. So as I hover the mouse over the individual cameras, you'll see that we're getting an image that pops up. And what this is called a reference image. So at a glance, if you're ever wondering what that particular camera sees, simply hover the mouse over the camera, and there's our reference image. So that gives you a little useful context. Now, the three buttons that we're looking at here that pop up over each camera, the one on the left, the camera icon, that is to go to the individual camera live view. So I'm going to click on that one time. And we'll give it a second here to refresh. And there is that individual camera. If I do the same thing on another camera, clicking on the camera icon, it'll pull up that individual view. And remember, if you ever notice it's taking a little bit longer, feel free to hit the refresh button on the top right portion of the screen. And once we're in the individual live view, we have some additional functionality. Anytime you have a camera image up on the screen and you left click on that view, it will full screen the image. If you click the image one more time, it'll restore that view. And another way to get out of the full screen is to click on the X icon in the top right there, and that will bring us back to the previous view. Now, if we want to digitally zoom in on the image, you can use your mouse wheel and click and drag around the image like so, and just wheel on out to restore the view to one-time zoom. Alternatively, you can zoom in by clicking and dragging this slider icon here on the bottom. So we would click and drag it over to the right, and then click and drag within the image to pan the camera around. And to bring it back to one-time zoom, simply click and drag all the way to the left to restore.